On a scale from 1 to 10, how juicy are those relationships and how much intrigues we have in Cruel Intentions?
Juicy?
On a
Yeah,
scale of 1 to 10?
yeah.
Absolutely a 10.
11.
Yeah, I mean, like, more juice than you can handle, believe me.
Yeah, it's
Great.
naughty.
Thank
Yeah.
It's scandalous. Tap in.
Well, I never pray, but tonight I'm on my knees, yeah.
I need you to convince her in the way only you can.
What's in it for me?
What you've always wanted. Me.
Hi, Sarah. Hi, Sean. How are you?
Hi, how's it
Hi,
going?
good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Congratulations on the show. And I'm so excited about it, especially because I grew up with the classic. And obviously, I have to start with you, Sean, because Cruel Intentions made you a household name. And it's still an all-time cult classic. What was so intriguing about the show and your character's arc that made you come back to it?
Well, obviously, this is a world that I love and that I know well. And so it wasn't a big no-brainer for me to come back and dip my foot into it again. What I liked about getting to revisit this whole world is that this character is similar to my character in the movie, but he's a lot more worldly, a lot more mature, not as naive. And so that makes it, I think, richer and more interesting because in the film, the Ronald character was kind of like a pawn, kind of like easily manipulated. And on this television show, he's much more savvy and much more aware of what's going on and not as much of a victim of other people's treachery as in the film.
Nice. And what makes this show stands out from other TV shows that are on right now on streaming services?
It's fun. It's just a guilty pleasure. I feel like people are really going to tap into just watching these rich kids do bad things and get away with it. I feel like things can feel really serious, but I think it's going to be a really fun show that people can just get lost in.
And one thing that really struck me was that there are some references to dangerous liaisons, right? I want to know more about that. What other references can we find in the first season of Cruel Intentions?
You know, there's a lot of like if you look at certain building names on campus and stuff like that, like this building and that
The
building.
last name, Mertoy, it's the
Right,
same,
yeah,
right?
yeah, Mertoy, right.
Yeah.
Like there's certain things that are a direct reference to the original French novel from the 1700s, you know?
I feel like some of the interior decorating too,
Yes.
like the sorority feels very rich and like
Yes.
royal.
Absolutely,
like the
yeah.
ornamentation.
And one thing that was so interesting to me as well about Cruel Intentions is that the show keeps the same level of elegance and sophistication of the first movie, of the original movie. Walk me through that. I want to know more about that. Sarah Catherine, I had the opportunity to talk to her prior to this interview, and she told me a lot about that, about the elegance and the sophistication aspect that the show has, while also portraying those juicy and very conflictual relationships.
Yeah, well, I mean, the elegance, that's your word.
Yeah, no, the elegance is
Yeah.
definitely the sorority. I
Yeah.
mean, it's just rich. We are so rich. Like we have these parties. It's just like everything, the outfits, everything is just like we're rich and privileged and we all come from money. And so
Yeah.
we can basically get away with doing anything we want. And it's just really fun to tap into that world.
And then on the flip side, you know, the professor is driving like, you know, this old cheap Prius, you know?
Yeah.
And so you see like the conflict and the contrast between the world that they're living in and the world that the professor's living in and how entitled and, you know, clueless they are
And
about
kind
the
of
damage that they do.
adds to like the forbiddenness between us because you're poor.
Compared to you, yes.
Oh yeah, no,
yeah,
comparatively, but
Yeah.
like you're poor.
Yeah.
Like I can't
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing, guys. Just for us to wrap our interview, on a scale from 1 to 10, how juicy are those relationships and how much intrigues we have in Cruel Intentions?
Juicy?
On a
Yeah.
scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah.
Absolutely a 10.
11.
Yeah, I mean, like, more juice than you can handle, believe me.
Yeah, it's,
Great.
it's naughty.
Thank
you.
It's scandalous. Tap in.
There are lines that we don't cross.
You know, but there are no lines between us two, brother. That's what makes it so fun.